this is a clear example of a situation where boxing fans can't separate the sport of boxing from real life reality. If it is true that Floyd Mayweather allegedly witnessed or was involved with talking to his friend Earl Haze on the phone when Earl Haze went into the bathroom and shot his wife, then turned the gun on himself. Now, of course, it's illogical to think that he was holding a camera, you know, and like the gun, like a first-person shooter, you know, and then goes into the bathroom, you know. But still being like able to hear that and know that maybe you could have done something about that. And that's where I'm trying, I guess, talk about the psychology of it, because see, people are saying, you know, this is another reason for him to duck Pacquiao, and I'm thinking, well, this is real life shit. So he went to a Clippers game. The incident happened on a Monday. I forgot the exact date when Monday was. I believe it was the 9th. Mayweather went to a basketball game, Clippers game that night. Then he goes to a Lakers game. So people are saying, well, if he's so upset and he's so sad, and, you know, if he's really hurt and grieving, why is he at the games? And I think to myself, well, he's supposed to be home in his pillow crying. I mean, I don't, you know, what people don't realize is that when you deal with a traumatic experience like that, I noticed that therapists will tell you, you know, like, you got to keep your mind off of it, keep yourself active, go do something. He's rich. So him going to a game, I'm thinking to myself, well, this just don't make no sense. And I'm not talking about like the boxing aspect. I'm talking about people saying that he's going to use this as an excuse to duck. I'm thinking, well, allegedly right now the LAPD is looking to talk to him or have already interviewed him already. We don't know all the details. And of course they want to know, okay, what was the nature of the conversation? You know, did he say anything like this before in the past, hinting that he may do something like this? Also, they found 10 pounds of weed in his crib. Just thought I'd put that out there. They found 10 pounds of weed, 10 pounds of weed in his crib. What does that mean? It means that he smokes weed. So look at it like this. You have to wonder, what could Mayweather have done to prevent the situation? He was just being Mayweather. And you know, him being a money team, if he's clowning his homie allegedly, if he's clowning Earl Haze, like, yo, you a weak ass nigga. That bitch is sleeping around on you. And, you know, like, everybody know it. And you's a dumbass nigga for still standing with her. And I'm just, you know, regurgitating, you know, how a conversation like that would go, because I've been involved in it. You know, every man or you know, a lot of them has had that one woman that they friends don't like, and they be like, and they may know something about that female, but don't want to tell their friend that. So maybe Floyd telling them, like, look, I know she was fucking him, you know. So then you got those guys, you know, and obviously this was Earl Haze, who's very sensitive about his woman, very sensitive about his female. And this is for all races, you know, like, so he's probably been going back and forth with her over this for months, maybe however long they've been together. So I'm sure that there's probably been a conversation or something maybe where he was like, yeah, keep fucking with him, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Just allegedly. But I'm saying it's just a formula. And I've seen, like, men do crazy things when it comes to a female. Like, just crazy ass shit, to whereas in, I'm trying to get away from the females, trying to do crazy shit to me. It's crazy. But listen, he's in a situation, Mayweather, where this is for real. This is like real life, you know? So if it's true, if people think that this just does not affect him in any way, shape, or form, then my God, he's some type of Zen master guru. We already know he's like one of the best conditioned and trained athletes in the galaxy, in the universe. You know, he trains every day. You know, no matter what he's doing, he's training. But for him to be able to mentally put that out of his mind and be like, yeah, I'm just going to go to the game. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, like, ooh, I told him this morning, oh, he dead. Like, why would they do that when I was on the phone? You know, like, for him, like, if people think he's just so lax and nonchalant about it, you got to think, like, as a person, you're going to wonder when somebody does something like that, like, what could I have done to prevent that? Just like families who have to deal with the loss of family members who have committed suicide. They're wondering, like, what could we have done? And that's the haunting part. That's the point that haunts people the most, is How could I have prevented that? Or was there anything I could have done? Or I didn't see any signs of this before? You know, that's not you know, that's crazy Lifetime movie shit right there. That's not, you're on the phone with your friend and you clowning him and you think he joking. Like you think that, well, you don't think he's joking. You thinking that he's all over emotional on the phone, but really he's out of his mind in his head. So he's thinking like, oh, you clowning him, chill, bitch, you know. So he go in the bathroom, you know, Floyd got him all hyped because, you know, and I'm not saying none of that shit that is intentional or nothing. I'm not saying, because see, this is where a dumb motherfucker is going to try to twist up my word and say, oh, you saying that Floyd said told him to go. No, I'm saying Floyd probably didn't understand the severity of the situation, and a lot of people wouldn't. He probably didn't understand the severity of the situation. So dude probably like, man, I'm going to get rid of this bitch. He like, yeah, you should have been got rid of that dumbass bitch. Shit like that, you know. Now, was I there? No, I don't know. So I don't know. So, you know, just keep your comments when it comes to, oh, who's this telling on? Like, no. I'm talking perfectly logical sense. Because you know why? Because I'm not talking through facts. I wasn't there. I'm just putting together scenarios. Simple as that. Simple as that. So you have to think that, well, now when it comes to Floyd Mayweather's circle, he's going to make sure he's not, you know, or at least he should. Like, damn, I don't know what these people are really going through. You know, let me make sure if they're talking to me about some serious shit, I really, really listen. And he should do that as the person at the top of the food chain, the one that's taking care of everybody. He should be there to listen to everyone, even though a lot of times he may not want to hear all that shit. You know, it's a lot of times I got to listen to people. I don't even want to hear that shit, but I got to listen. Anyway, it's no point going on making like a 10, 15, 20-minute video on that. Oh, by the way, this is what I get for listening to somebody. Okay, listen. So I got the news because I was asleep. Somebody kept calling my phone, saying, I'm like, yo, you didn't do the video on the Mayweather and all that. So I started researching. And then he telling me, yeah, I talked to my cousin. I ain't gonna say your name. He's like, I talked to my cousin. And she was like, yeah, that was Isaac Hayes' son. That's what I get for listening to a dickhead. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Edge. Anyway, I am TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. You're not gonna get boxing news any realer than you get it here. You're not. It's just not gonna happen. You know why? Because there's no filters. And yes, I do filter myself to an extent, but there is no one that can say, oh, that's too controversial for you to say, except me, my own mind, my own thoughts. TstreeT Controversy Live.